When an electron moves at velocity v in combined electric and magnetic fields E and H, the Lorentz force F is FeEVxB. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. When Schrödinger equation is applied to the motion of electron in the field of protons, the physically acceptable solutions for the wave function exist for quantum number which are A2, B3, C4, D5. The correct answer is 3. For dielectrics in alternating field, polarizability AE is a complex quantity. The imaginary part of AE is 0 for A0, B, C0 and D natural frequency 0. The correct answer is 0 and in the wave mechanical theory, the maximum of the charge distribution in the ground state occurs for a distance from the nucleus equal to A. First Bohr radius, B. Second Bohr radius, C. Third Bohr radius, D. Either first or second Bohr radius. The correct answer is first Bohr radius. Hysteresis curve is associated with motion of domain walls. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. The number of protons in germanium atom is A. 4, B. 16, C. 28, D. 32. The correct answer is 32. Sulphur hexafluoride is used in A. transformers, B. generators, C. relays, D. circuit breakers. The correct answer is circuit breakers. The number of valence electrons in trivalent impurity is A. 5, B. 4, C. 3, D. 1. The correct answer is 3. The VI characteristic shown in the given figure is for A. thermistor, B. photoconductor, C. varistor, D. none of the above. The correct answer is varistor. The induced magnetic dipole moment has a direction opposite to the applied magnetic field. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. An atom of polarizability A is placed in a homogeneous electric field E. The energy stored in polarized atom is A. AE2, B. A2E, C. AE2, D. AE. The correct answer is AE2. If BH and M denote flux density, field intensity and magnetization B0HM. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A capacitor can be represented by a capacitance and resistance in parallel. For a good capacitor, this parallel resistance should be A. negligible, B. low, C. high, D. very high. The correct answer is very high. The number of valence electrons in silicon atom is A. 4, B. 2, C. 1, D. 0. The correct answer is 4. R is determined by the atomic structure of the dielectric. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. A rare gas has N atoms per M3. If electronic polarizability of single atom of this gas is AE, then AR-NAe, B0R-NAe, C0R1-NAe, D0R2-NAe. The correct answer is 0R1-NAe. The color code on a carbon resistor is brown, black, red, gold. The value of resistance is A. 100, B. 1000, C. 1005, D. 1010. The correct answer is 1005. Tesla is a unit of A. flux, B. field strength, C. flux density, D. mmf. The correct answer is Flux density. If the operating temperature increases by 10 C, the rate of deterioration of solid dielectric becomes A double, B 1.5 times, C 3 times, D 4 times. The correct answer is double. In which of the following semiconductor are holes minority carriers? A extrinsic, B p-type, C n-type, D intrinsic. The correct answer is n-type. At 0 K, silicon and germanium behave like monoatomic crystals. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. Soft iron is suitable for making temporary magnets. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. Antiferromagnetic materials do not have permanent dipoles. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. The Ohm's law for conduction in metals is AJE, BJ, CJE, DJ. The correct answer is JE. The measurement of Hall coefficient of a semiconductor with one type of charge carriers gives the information about A sign of charge carrier, B density of charge carrier, C both sign and density of charge carrier, D none of the above. The correct answer is both sign and density of charge carrier. 0 has no other physical meaning than that of a fundamental conversion factor. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. When temperature is above ferromagnetic Curie temperature, a ferromagnetic material A becomes a paramagnetic material, B becomes a very strong ferromagnetic material, C becomes diamagnetic material, D none of the above. The correct answer is becomes a paramagnetic material. A magnet does not attract A nickel, B iron, C copper, D iron and copper. The correct answer is copper. Bitter powder patterns prove the existence of domains. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. An air-core inductance is a linear circuit element because its reactance varies linearly with voltage at a fixed frequency. B linear circuit element because its current varies linearly with voltage at a fixed frequency. C nonlinear circuit element due to saturation of core. D nonlinear circuit element because V. The correct answer is linear circuit element because its reactance varies linearly with voltage at a fixed frequency. The number of turns in a coil is doubled. If initial time constant is T, the new time constant is AT, B2T, C4T, D. The correct answer is 2T. When a trivalent impurity is added, the semiconductor becomes A p-type, B n-type, C intrinsic, D neutral. The correct answer is p-type. Iron has a body-centered cubic structure. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. When a potential is applied across an intrinsic semiconductor, holes flow A towards positive terminal, B away from positive terminal, C in the external circuit only, D none of the above. The correct answer is away from positive terminal. MR1H. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. Silicon and germanium are elements in the A second column of periodic table, B third column of periodic table, C fourth column of periodic table, D fifth column of periodic table. The correct answer is Fourth column of periodic table. A sample of N-type semiconductor has an electron density of 6.25 x 1018 cm 3 at 300 K. If intrinsic concentration of carriers in this sample is 2.5 x 1013 cm 3 at this temperature, the hole density is A 10.6 cm 3, B 10.8 cm 3, C 10.10 cm 3, D 10-12 cm 3. The correct answer is 10-8 cm 3. A specimen of metal has n valence electrons per m3. If Vx is the average velocity of these electrons each having a charge E, the current density J is A J na Vx, B J na Vx, C J, D J. The correct answer is J na Vx. Which of the following is used in temperature alarm circuits? A thermistor, B photoconductor, C transistor, D varistor. The correct answer is thermistor. N-type semiconductors. A are negatively charged. B are produced when indium as impurity is added to germanium. C are produced phosphorus as impurity is added to silicon. D none of the above. The correct answer is are produced phosphorus as impurity is added to silicon. The most important primary force of attraction in the formation of solids is A electromagnetic, B electrostatic, C quantum electrostatic, D quantum electromagnetic. The correct answer is electrostatic. When two conductors carry currents in the same direction, the force is repulsive. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false.